Brief tutorial about Essay 1. Essay 1 begins by clicking on the left-hand tab for Fiction Corner. When we open Fiction Corner, we see this logo, and we know that this logo means Essay 1. There are several things other than that, and you might want to study through these for literary genre and other things, but for Essay number 1, we want to make sure that we look for this symbol. We will be clicking on this PDF for step-by-step instructions, and we will be watching the video tutorial and also locating the subject matter for Essay 1. When we open the tab for the PDF for Classics Writing Assignment to locate the free online books, we will find a list of classic readings for which there are free ebooks to be found online. You will not need to purchase a copy of any of these books. Instead, you will scroll down and you will look at some of the little inserts that are included, and you will find the reading that interests you the most. Remember, this is English 1B. It is a literature class, so what I'm giving you what that particular piece of literature is. If it's you find just under the title, to that actual book. If you cannot find that or that link isn't working, simply type in free PDF David Copperfield, and when you find that, go ahead and email it to me and I'll update the record. Sometimes those links change, but this is how you select your piece of literature for Essay 1. Once you've selected your literature, here is the next step. Let's say that I selected A Midsummer Night's Dream. That's not on our list, but let's use that for demonstration. Because the language is difficult for me to understand, I'm going to go to SparkNotes and I'm going to look up the plot overview, which will explain in plain language what is going on in this play. This will keep me from having a storm going on in my head when I'm trying to figure out the literature and the language of A Midsummer Night's Dream. This tells me everything I need to know about the play, so I can now go back and actually read the play. There are a million free versions of A Midsummer Night's Dream, so I just selected this one for the purposes of. Now, as I'm reading this, I don't have to worry about the language because I already know what it says because I read the plot overview in SparkNotes. Please remember that you will need to actually set aside time to read this. You won't be able to use just the synopsis. You're going to want to read the entire play, and it's already interested you and it's fun, so you're going to want to read whatever selection you have made. Now I've gone back to that folder in the course for Essay number 1, and I've located the instruction PDF that says Instruction PDF for writing this assignment. Same logo, so we know what we're looking for. We see all the specifics for the format. We go down and follow all of these directions. Yes, you need to read one of these readings. You cannot get away with just reading the summary. And now you're going to write your essay on the theme of that piece of literature and one of these following items. And then I go on down here to show you how you can Google those topics, and then you're going to copy the URLs to EasyBib. There are many tutorials throughout the site on EasyBib, so if you're not familiar with that, be patient, go to the video library and look up and view those tutorials. Here is the actual outline for your paragraphs. I've literally given you what you are to write for sentence number 1, sentence 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So this is how you're going to write this essay. I've given you the literal steps for this essay. Then you will be submitting it in the tab provided in the Classics Writing Assignment folder for Essay 1. I've asked Google what the theme of A Midsummer Night's Dream is, and I see a number of citations I might use for that. I've selected one other thing, and that's the thing I'm going to be studying, which has to do with the aspect of that play.